Hello everybody! This is the first lesson for 6th grade. For this lesson you're going to need your student book and your notebook. The objective of the lesson is to identify and apply the use of can and also identify specific and general information of a text about people. Remember that there are going to be some parts of the video where you have to stop the video and take some notes. Okay, so let's start with the lesson. Okay, so let's start with the first unit of the year, sporting life. Okay, remember in the book the number is 7, but it is our first unit. Okay, so let's make activity number 1. Match the sports in the list with the photos. Write 1 to 4 in the boxes. And the words and the list are 1. Football, 2. Golf, 3. Gymnastics, and 4. Skateboarding. These are different kinds of sports. Okay? So the example is number 1, football, letter A. This picture. Okay? Number 2, golf. What do you think? Letter B, letter C, letter D. Golf. Letter D, correct. Number 3, gymnastics. Gymnastics, letter B. And finally, number 4, skateboarding. What do you think? Obviously, letter C. Correct? Okay, so now you have to write the name of the sports under the pictures here. You have to write football here, then the other sport, and the other sport, and the other sport. Okay, so please stop the video now and write the name of the sports under the pictures. Okay, now I need that you please open your student books on page number 67 because we are going to read a text. This text. The title is They're Good, which in Spanish is Ellos son buenos. And we're going to read different stories of different people, different characters here. Let's start with Nikolai Kutsenko. Nikolai Kutsenko can do amazing things with a football. He can kick a ball well, but he can also keep the ball in the air with his feet, legs, and head. Lots of footballers can do this, but can they do it for 24 hours and 30 minutes without stopping? Nikolai can, and it's a world record. So what can he do? Keep the ball in the air with his feet, legs, and head. Dominar la pelota, chiquillos, con sus pies, piernas y cabeza. And he can do it for 24 hours and 30 minutes without stopping. Wow. Puede hacerlo por todo este tiempo sin parar. He is a world record. Let's continue with Javier Good. Javier Good is 3 years old. He is a little boy, and there are a lot of things he can't do. He can't read or write, for example. But Javier can do something special. He can hit a golf ball. Puede golpear una pelota de golf. He can hit it a long way and he can hit it into the hole. Is he the next Rory McIlroy? Wow. The next story is about Tillman. Let's see. Skateboarding is a popular hobby with teenagers everywhere. But in the USA, people always stop and watch a skateboarder called Tillman. Tillman is an English bulldog, but he can skateboard like a person. So what can he do? He can skateboard like a person. Wow. He jumps on the skateboard and pushes it with his feet. And he's off. Entonces puede andar en skate como una persona, solo. And finally, the firecrackers. The firecrackers are a group of young girls who do gymnastics. They can jump and spin and do somersaults. The meaning in Spanish for do somersaults is hacer saltos mortales, like other gymnasts. But the firecrackers use a skipping rope at the same time. Some people call their routine a dance, not a sport, because they use music. But some gymnastics routines use music too. Everyone agrees that the girls are athletes and that their routines are fun and amazing to watch. Ok, entonces son un grupo de gimnastas que hacen lo que generalmente hacen las gimnastas. Por ejemplo, pueden saltar, hacer giros, eh, hacer saltos mortales, pero la gracia es que ellas hacen todo eso utilizando una cuerda para saltar. Wow. Okay, let's go back to page number 66 because we're going to make activity number 4. The instruction says read the article again. Tick the correct box for each sentence. We have 3 alternatives: right, correcto, wrong, incorrecto, and doesn't say. No aparece, no está en el texto. Okay, so let's start with the activity. Number 0. Nikolai only uses his feet and legs to stop the ball from falling. That's wrong. Eso está incorrecto, porque además usaba su cabeza. Number 1. Nikolai can do this for more than a day, more than 24 hours. That is right, wrong, or doesn't say. What do you think? It is right. Yes, right. Very good. Number 2. Javier likes to read golf magazines. What do you think? Right, wrong, or doesn't say? Okay, doesn't say. Yes, no aparece en el texto. No habla de sus gustos. Number 3. Javier's hero is Rory McIlroy. What do you think? Right, wrong, or doesn't say? Correct. Doesn't say. Number 4. Tillman lives in England. Right, wrong, or doesn't say? Wrong. Very good. Wrong. Number 5. Tillman doesn't need help to get on the skateboard. What do you think? Right, wrong, or doesn't say? Right. Correct. Right. Number 6. The firecrackers are a group of friends. What do you think? Right, wrong, or doesn't say? I think that it doesn't say. Doesn't say. No lo dice. No aparece en el texto. And number 7. The firecrackers are very entertaining. The firecrackers are very entertaining. What do you think? Right, wrong, or doesn't say? Correct. It is right. Very good. Okay, before we continue with the lesson, I need to explain you the use of this word, can. Okay, so pay attention. We're going to use can to express an ability. The meaning in Spanish is poder. So, I can, yo puedo. You can, tú puedes. I need that you now open your notebooks and stop the video because you have to write the structure and the different forms to make sentences with can. So please stop the video now and write all of this in your notebooks. Okay, did you do it? Very good. So let's continue with the structure. When we want to make affirmative sentences with the use of can, you have to follow the next structure. Subject, can, verb, and complement. The example is, I can swim in the sea, which in Spanish is yo puedo nadar en el mar. The negative form is subject, can, not. You can say can not, or you can also say can't. Verb and complement. The example is, I can't swim in the sea. Sorry, I can't swim in the sea, which in Spanish is yo no puedo nadar en el mar. And finally, the questions or the interrogative form. Can, subject, verb, complement, and question mark on the end. The example is, can I swim in the sea? Can I swim in the sea? In Spanish, ¿puedo yo nadar en el mar? Okay, now let's go back to the book. Okay, so please open your student books on page number 68, please. 68. Okay, we know the use of can now because I explained to you this use before. So we're going to complete this rule. We use to talk about ability. We use to talk about ability. What do you think? We use can. So please write can here. We use can to talk about ability. The negative form is can't. Very good. Can't or cannot. You choose. Ustedes escogen. We don't use do or does with can in questions or negative forms. Okay, so now we're going to make activity number 2. And I need that you please open your notebooks again because you have to do this activity in your notebooks. Okay, write sentences about John with can or can't. The example is number 0. Swim and a check here. So this is affirmative. This is negative. Number 1 is negative. Number 3 is negative. And number 4 negative. Okay. The sentence is John can swim. John can swim. You have to use John in all the sentences. Tienen que usar John como sujeto para todas las oraciones. Todas son con John al principio. Then you have to write the verb can and then the verb swim or sing or cook. Okay, so number 1, sing. Number 2, cook. Number 3, speak French. Number 4, dance. Number 5, ride a bike. So I need that you please now stop the video and write the correct sentences in your notebooks. Stop the video, please, and do it. Did you do it? Excellent. Let's check then. Number 1. The correct sentence is John can't sing. In Spanish, John no puede cantar. Number 2. John can cook, which in Spanish is John puede cocinar. Number 3, John can't speak French, which in Spanish is John no puede hablar francés. Number 4, John can't dance. John no puede bailar. And number 5, John can ride a bike, which in Spanish is John puede montar la bicicleta. Okay, and this is going to be the homework that you have to do this week. The homework is on page number 64 of the workbook, and you have to make activity number 1, activity number 2, and activity number 3. Okay, let's check the activities. In the first one, you have to match the sentences with the pictures. Write 1 to 8 in the boxes. Match, unir las oraciones con las imágenes. Number 1, he can ride a bike. Letter E, he can ride a bike. Number 2, they can sing. They can sing. Number 3, number 4, and so on. Okay? Number 2, match the questions and answers. Here we have 6 different questions and 6 different answers. The idea is that you match them correctly. La idea es que las unan correctamente. Pregunta y respuesta. So number 0 says, can you and Lucy sing? The answer is letter E, no we can't. No, we can't. And finally, number 3, write sentences with can or can't. Tienen que escribir oraciones afirmativas con can y negativas con can't. But look at the example. In the activity gives you some words. La actividad, chiquillos, les da palabras para crear las oraciones. Number 0, I ride a bike, a check, affirmative, and skateboard, negative. So you have to do this. I can ride a bike. That is the affirmative sentence. I can ride a bike. Then you have to use the word but between the two sentences. Luego van a usar la palabra pero, but, entre las dos oraciones para continuar con la negativa. I can't skateboard. I can't skateboard. Usamos I de nuevo porque al principio también usamos I. I can't skateboard. And the sentence in Spanish says, yo puedo montar una bicicleta, pero yo no puedo andar en skate. Okay, so you have to do the same with all the other sentences. You have 7 sentences to do. Okay, this is your homework, so please do it. Do it. And that's the end of the lesson. If you have some questions or doubts, please write to my email and remember to do your homework. See you next lesson. Bye.